Good morning everybody, my name is Graham Ellis from Renewed After 50. I'm a personal trainer, I'm a certified active aging specialist, know how to exercise for people over 50. I was born in a little place called Broken Hill in northwest New South Wales and have lived for most of my life, most of my adult life actually, in Melbourne, Victoria. What is Renewed After 50, you might ask? Well, it's a health and fitness community for people over 50. If you're not over 50, we don't see you basically, not that you wouldn't be welcome. Very often in the work that I do though, I get asked, am I too old to exercise? And I definitely understand that. Some people that I meet haven't exercised for an awful long time, and some people, believe it or not, have never ever exercised. And I get it. People are too intimidated in the gym environment, maybe a little bit overweight, not happy with their body shape. So we offer an environment where people can come and train and be quite comfortable about that. Maybe you have some health scares. I totally understand that. I've had my own journey. For about 20 years, I've had issues with coronary artery disease, cardiac arrhythmia, heart flutter. I've had a couple of what they call catheter ablation operations, all leading up, won't bore you with the whole thing, but all led up to a heart bypass operation in February 2023. Shortly, I'll be taking off. We're going on a hike today, and I'll be inviting you to come with me so that we can chat along the way. Well, hi again. I'm now in the car, just about to take off for Mount Dandenong. And our subject, as I said, indoors, is am I too old for this? And let me assure you, you're never too old to start exercising. You can improve at any age, and I'd be delighted to help you. So I'm not going to video as I'm traveling along because that would be against the law. But just to say, I will be up there shortly and I will rejoin you as soon as I get there. So let's get this done, guys. Hi there. As I mentioned, many people haven't trained for a long while, and indeed some people haven't trained at all in life. And that's a shame, because by training, particularly in the outdoors, just look at this landscape here, just beautiful. And we've got this right in the heart, just outside of the suburbs in Melbourne, Victoria. Just gorgeous. Lots of people out and about this morning, getting their fitness in. And we are too. So some of the common things that people get concerned about when they're thinking about getting back into exercise: will I injure myself? Well, if we start carefully and slowly, and with somebody that can help you, training partner or a trainer, somebody like myself, and start gently, no, you're not going to injure yourself. In fact, the more likelihood that you'll injure yourself if you don't exercise at all. So you're going to become weaker, core strength, your base of support, your legs, so you need to keep moving. Really, really important. Another thing that people have, I guess, fears about is going into the gym environment. For us over 50s, it can be really intimidating, and we don't want that. But in our environment, in the Renewed After 50 community, we have about 150-ish members regularly doing classes, and they're all in our age group. No need to feel intimidated. In fact, classes are arranged so that you can be the most unfit or the fittest you can be, and it just depends on whether you do body weight or use weighted exercises. So no need to feel intimidated. But you know what? The benefits in getting out, getting moving, getting your heart rate going is immeasurable. You're going to increase your health span. You're going to have an improved quality of life. Your mental acumen, your mental agility, your physical agility will all improve. So give it some thoughts and contemplate getting back out. I'll take some more photos of where I'm at. It's actually in the Dandenong ranges here in Victoria, just outside of Melbourne, outskirts of Melbourne. Just a delight. I come here regularly for training. As you can probably hear, my heart rate is up a little bit. Totally normal. So I'll give you some shots now. Those people up front, just by the way, they're in my team, and we're all training for a special event that's coming up, and I'll be telling you about that next month. Can't wait to tell you about that. Really exciting. Lots and lots of people out today, and just look at this beautiful forest over here. Very safe to be out here. Probably another month or so we'll have to watch for snakes. Well, not even a month, a hot day just at the moment, and we would have snakes out and about. And here in Australia, we have some of the most venomous snakes in the world, particularly the brown snake. A brown snake is a very venomous snake, the black snake, tiger snake, but we also have some lovely things like kangaroos, wallabies, wombats, koalas. We will often see koalas in the trees that I'm walking through now. So, just lovely. Okay, I'll see you shortly. One thing I've learned about exercise, particularly as older adults, I've observed it from the people that do exercises with me. You're just going to get stronger, have the ability to stay up with the grandchildren, keep your game of golf going, remain agile, and that's really important. That really is important. And one thing I've learned over the journey also, it's not about being the strongest person in the gym or in the class. It's about progressing at your pace. And we have people in classes that are just starting out, may not have exercised for a long, long time. And basically, it's not being the strongest, but it's being stronger than you were yesterday. Getting a level of fitness that sustains you and allows you to live a really good functional life. It reminds me of when I worked in the retirement industry. I reported to the directors of the company, and one of the directors had a father, and he rode his bike. And he was still riding his bike in his early 90s, and he started riding his bike in his mid to late 80s because his knees were giving him problems because he was running long distances even at that age. That's just amazing. Now, talking about living as young as you can, as long as you can, he actually had a heart attack on his bike, believe it or not, and passed away. But you know what? He did it. He did what he wanted to do. He looked after himself. He lived in his home by himself, did his shopping, looked after the garden, looked after all of the housekeeping, totally independently, right up until the very end. And I think, what a way to go. He did everything he wanted to do. He lived all of those independent years. And yes, he had a heart attack in the finish. But up until that very point, he was totally active, enjoying life just the way he liked it. Now, I'm not saying anybody's going to have a heart attack while walking along a country trail, but certainly what you will benefit from is being able to stay active, being able to enjoy life to the fullest, right late in life, right into those later years. And just one thing I would like to add, everybody, as I said at the beginning of this video, I often get asked, am I too old for this? Let me assure you, it's never too late to start exercising, never too early either. I actually had somebody the other day who had had a couple of falls. In fact, two people, and they said, we're not coming back to class because we don't want to risk the possibility of having another fall. And the truth is, they are actually designing in their next fall because as they sit on the couch, too frightened to move, they're getting weaker and weaker in the lower body. So they should be coming along, getting involved in classes. So let me assure you, it's never too late. You can start at any stage. We've got classes where they are chair-based for people that need to get going at a lower level. So don't be afraid. Come and connect with us and be assured that you'll be looked after. Never too old, believe me. Okay, bye.